Hi guys, and today we are going to be doing a part 2 of reviewing my Power Wheels Jeep. I don't know how well you can see that. So, for starters, let's go to a good point of reference. And I'm going to go over some pros and then cons, okay? This might be odd, but we're going to start off with the cons. Now, for starters, some of the cons are that, well, look. At the control dashboard, if you can see, that's the charging outlet. Looks normal, doesn't it? Well, it is normal, right? But get it? You're going to park in your garage, right? And you want to park it with the front out, so if you have one of those friends like me, who if you don't get your toy on time, they just leave. So you want to be prepared for that happening, right? Well, that's correct, but the thing you can't do is unless you have the outlet or the wall on that side, which is really odd, on your left side, you won't be able to charge it. Exactly, because the power cord isn't quite long enough. So that's just one of the cons. Okay guys, now we're down here. And another one of the cons is, if we just move this big stick out of the way since the street's dirty, I don't know if you can see, where is it? Go a little further in, maybe. Okay, it's really hard to see, but did you see that metal bar? That was right there, that's the bogey. Now let me just tell you, that thing is as weak as could be. I broke 2 of the welds on it. I had to get a new weld. That specific bogey has found itself in the vise way too many times. So that's definitely one of the cons. But that's also just because I was off-roading a lot. And there are one more con that I have to mention. So these seats, they're adjustable with a little lever down here, and you can move them forward and back. But once you move them forward, it's really hard to latch them back into place. And also, these seats are hard plastic, and after 3 hours of playtime, your battery's out. So your back shouldn't worry you too much. But since I figured out that every time I stopped to use the bathroom, I would plug it in, so I made it go for 5 hours. So I had to use this blanket right here. I know, makes no sense for the comforting. But there is one more con. I don't know about you, but what we're going to demonstrate is, so I'm driving here, right? And look, it's a dead end here, so I'm going to have to turn, right? I'm going to turn, boom. Is my turning circle going to make it? Look at that. Just barely. And even then, I'm still scraping the rim of my tire. So I guess you could say those aren't technically cons, but let me just say they're design flaws, okay? Now let's name some of the pros. Alright, I think there's about 3 pros I can name. The pros are, if there's a driveway near, like there is right here, I'm going to sort of turn in, and then I'm going to turn out, and then look, my turning circle works out just fine. So that's a nice feature. That it won't bend the bogey too much when you're going on a higher surface than the other because of the suspension. It has fake suspension up front. It doesn't help at all. But the nice thing is, it's fairly quick. And it just feels put together. It's not like it's cheap built or anything. I mean, it has a built-in horn. There's buttons on the steering wheel. It all just works. It's Bluetooth. We can test that speaker in a minute. Actually, in a part 3, subscribe if you want me to do a part 3, and we'll test the speaker in this thing. And also, you do a little bit of a stress test, okay? I've done a bunch of stress tests with this thing, and I went into the forest at the end of the road. But let me just tell you, they didn't end up. 2 of the times I busted a motor, and yeah, so we're gonna try not to do that the next time. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.